Okay, so I'm really excited to introduce this next range of products. It's a story about products really, and it's all to do with SIM cards and SIM card extensions. So picture the situation, you've got a bunch of routers in a rack, and it's really tricky to get behind that rack to get the SIM cards in. So the first product helps with that. It's a SIM card extender, physically extending the SIM card slots from the back of a device to the front. Panel mountable, very easy to use. It's a great idea. But that's not the end of the story, because what about if you've got your device that you need SIM cards in and it's inaccessible? Perhaps it's at the top of a pole or at the top of an antenna mast. Well, there's an answer for that too. So this is a new product, the HD2 Dome. It doesn't have any SIM cards inside. Instead, it's connected via Ethernet cable to another new product, the SIM Bank. This is where we store the SIM cards. What's great about that is that we can have the HD2 Dome, the router itself, located in an inaccessible location, at the top of a mast, on the roof, wherever it needs to be to get the best quality signal. And then we can have the SIM cards easily accessible so we can change them out as and when needed. But you know what I think happened? I think the Peplink engineers saw this cable and thought, well, if it works over Ethernet, couldn't we make it work over the internet? So this is an HD2 Mini. It's got a single expensive roaming SIM card inside. And what happens is, it connects to the internet, it creates a VPN connection back to your centrally hosted SIM bank, which is full of cheaper local SIMs. And once it's connected, it virtually uses those remote SIMs in its modems to connect to the internet. So it stops using that original expensive SIM and gives you cheap local connectivity. So why is this exciting? Because for the first time, SIM cards aren't physically attached to a remote router anymore. You can deploy a device and have as many SIM cards as you like, automatically assigned to that device depending on the scenario. You might have a cruise ship that is traveling between countries, and it needs to be able to use local SIM cards for that country as it enters into those territories. Or you can keep those local SIM cards stored in a centralized SIM bank and automatically use them as that cruise ship moves between those locations. You can also bring SIM cards together and bring their bandwidth allowances together and share that bandwidth allowance across multiple remote devices. It's really, for the first time, centralized physical SIM management, which up to this point has been completely impossible. So, in summary, if you need to extend your SIM cards, we've got three fantastic solutions. Physically, extending them locally to the front of a rack or to the side of an enclosure. Extend it a little bit further with a physical cable, so you can have your antenna on the roof and your SIM cards nice and easily accessible on the ground floor. Or extend your SIM cards across the world, between countries, between continents, and manage SIM cards for the first time in an easy and centralized manner.